What can you buy Bitcoin with? But before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. So guys, everyone knows what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is a new currency that was created in 2009 by an unknown person using the alias Satoshi Nakamoto. Transactions are made with no middlemen, meaning no banks. Bitcoin can be used to book hotels on Expedia, shop for furniture on Overstock, and buy Xbox games. Bitcoin is a type of cryptocurrency. There is no physical Bitcoin, only balance is kept on a public ledger that everyone has transparent access to. All Bitcoin transactions are verified by a massive amount of computing power. Bitcoin is not issued or backed by any banks or governments, nor is an individual Bitcoin valuable as a commodity. Despite it not being legal tender in most parts of the world, Bitcoin is very popular and has triggered the launch of hundreds of other cryptocurrencies, collectively referred to as altcoin. Bitcoin is commonly abbreviated as BTC. Guys, now understanding Bitcoin deeply, the Bitcoin system is a collection of computers, also referred to as nodes or miners, that all run Bitcoin's codes and store its blockchain. Metaphorically, a blockchain can be thought of as a collection of blocks, and each block is a collection of transactions, because all the computers running the blockchain have the same list of blocks and transactions, and can transparently see these new blocks being filled with new Bitcoin transactions. No one can cheat the system. Anyone, whether they run a Bitcoin node or not, can see these transactions occurring in real time. To achieve a nefarious act, a bad actor would need to operate 51% of the computing power that makes up Bitcoin. Bitcoin has around 10,000 nodes as of June 2021, and this number is growing, making such an attack quite unlikely. But if an attack were to happen, Bitcoin miners, the people who take part in the Bitcoin network, with their computers would likely fork to a new blockchain, making the effort the bad actor put forth to achieve the attack a waste. Balances of Bitcoin tokens are kept using public and private keys, which are long strings of numbers and letters linked through the mathematical encryption algorithm that was used to create them. The public key, comparable to a bank account number, serves as the address published to the world, and to which others may send Bitcoin. The private key, comparable to an ATM pin, is meant to be a guarded secret and only used to authorize Bitcoin transmission. Bitcoin keys should not be confused with the Bitcoin wallet, which is a physical or digital device that facilitates the trading of Bitcoin and allows users to track ownership of coins. The term wallet is a bit misleading, as Bitcoin's decentralized nature means it is never stored in a wallet, but rather decentrally on a blockchain. Now let's talk about how to buy Bitcoin. Guys, investing in Bitcoin can seem complicated, but it is much easier when you break it down into steps. Buying Bitcoin is getting easier by the day, and the legitimacy of the exchanges and wallets is growing as well. There are several things that every aspiring Bitcoin investor needs: a cryptocurrency exchange account, personal identification documents, if you are using a Know Your Customer platform, a secure connection to the internet, and a method of payment. It is also recommended that you have your own personal wallet outside of the exchange account. Valid methods of payment using this path include bank accounts, debit cards, and credit cards. It is also possible to get Bitcoin at specialized ATMs and via P2P exchanges. However, be aware the Bitcoin ATMs are increasingly requiring government-issued IDs as of early 2020. Privacy and security are important issues for Bitcoin investors. Even though there are no physical Bitcoins, it is usually a bad idea to brag about large holdings. Anyone who gains the private key to a public address on the Bitcoin blockchain can authorize transactions. Private keys should be kept secret. Criminals may attempt to steal them if they learn of large holdings. Be aware that anyone can see the balance of a public address that you use. That makes it a good idea to keep significant investments of public addresses that are not directly connected to ones that are used for transactions. As I told you earlier, anyone can view a history of transactions made on the blockchain, even you. But while transactions are publicly recorded on the blockchain, identifying user information is not. On the Bitcoin blockchain, only a user's public key appears next to transactions, making transactions confidential but anonymous. In a sense, Bitcoin transactions are more transparent and traceable than cash, but the cryptocurrency can also be used anonymously. That is an important distinction. International researchers and the FBI have claimed that they can track transactions made on the Bitcoin blockchain to users' other online accounts, including their digital wallet. For example, if someone creates an account on Coinbase, they must provide their identification. Now, when that person purchases Bitcoin, it is tied to their name. If they send it to another wallet, it can still be traced back to the Coinbase purchase, which was connected to the account holder's identity. This should not concern most investors because Bitcoin is legal in the US and most other developed countries. So, Now we reveal the most surprising things that'll tempt your digital wallet. Some are extraordinary and some are extraordinarily ordinary. Real estate. Guys, in 2017, $480,000 house in Essex, United Kingdom became the first house sold entirely for Bitcoin. 4 years later, buying real estate with Bitcoin is still somewhat unusual. The fact that London's most expensive residence could be bought for Bitcoin made headlines in 2021, but is now a far less daunting task. That's thanks to the advent of a number of cryptocurrency-specific realtors. They include Swiss consulting firm BitHome, which lists a range of properties throughout Europe, America, and Asia that are for sale for Bitcoin. There are also region-specific platforms like Caliber and Partners, Open House platform, which features close to 200 properties scattered throughout Spain, including several multi-million-dollar mansions. In April 2021, Argentinian online marketplace Mercado Libre joined the fray, announcing that it would enable purchases of real estate using Bitcoin through its dedicated crypto section on its website. For those who want to get on the property ladder but don't have the coin for a whole property, several cryptocurrency real estate investment trusts, REITs, are currently being developed. If successful, these may allow cryptocurrency users to gain exposure to real estate by purchasing digitized shares. And if you are in need of office space, you are in luck. As of April 2020, real estate company WeWork accepts payment for its co-working spaces in Bitcoin through BitPay, with the first customer to take up the option being Coinbase. Following its direct listing, the crypto exchange can certainly afford it. Clothes. Whether you're looking for some casual loungewear or your next designer outfit, odds are you'll be able to find exactly what you want at dozens of clothing outlets that now accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as payment method. These include a variety of sometimes garish socks from Mount Socks, a play on the ill-fated Mt. Gox exchange, including this snazzy set depicted in the history of the Bitcoin logo. If you're after something ever so slightly more professional or fashionable, there are now several high fashion and designer outlets that accept Bitcoin as a payment option. One of the swankiest is surely Lanieri, an e-commerce platform that offers an entire wardrobe of made-to-measure clothes, including Italian-made suits, shirts, trousers, and more. They'll even remake your garment free of charge or offer a full refund if it's not a perfect fit. If you are prepared to travel, put your best foot forward and head to Sint-Truiden, Belgium, where clothes and accessories store Sumor Par Elle has announced that it's accepting payment in Bitcoin for its range of shoes and handbags. "We are a store that keeps up with the trend," manager Lenny Schufts told BRT News. "It is the future and we cannot continue to ignore it. And if you need to wash your clothes, Dublin Cleaners in Columbus, Ohio is now accepting Bitcoin for payment in its 4 dry cleaning stores. I've been searching this since the fall, but figured now was the time to take the plunge," President Brian Butler told Columbus Business First. "Just don't make any money laundering jokes." Event tickets. Guys, digital transactions are where Bitcoin's technology shines, so it's no surprise that there's a variety of options for buying event tickets online, including the Oakland VA's offer a 6-person suite for the price of 1 Bitcoin. The Dallas Mavericks not only allow Bitcoin payments, but you'll also get a discount on merchandise for paying that way. Miami Dolphins accept both Bitcoin and Litecoin. Manhattan residents can use a local company called Block Party to buy concert tickets using Bitcoin. If you're hosting an event, there are plugins that make it easy to accept Bitcoin payments from attendees. Solutions like Big Ticket facilitates transactions to take the stress off of you. Web service. It makes sense that websites and web-based services would accept purely digital currency in addition to the aforementioned VPN services. There are some other notable web destinations that will happily take your Bitcoin. For example, cloud storage service Mega accepts Bitcoin, as does the infamous message board 4chan. You can pay in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies for its 4chan Pass membership service. Food and drink. The Bitcoin to pizza exchange rate has changed dramatically from the year 2010 when Laszlo Hayeks paid 10,000 BTC for someone to deliver 2 pizzas to him. It is recognized as the first commercial transaction for Bitcoin, but of course, had he held on to that BTC instead of splurging on pizza, it would be worth over $318 million today. Hindsight, right? Pizza Hut is keeping the spirit of the transaction alive today, at least in Venezuela. The company announced in November 2020 that it is partnered with Crypto Buyer to accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrency. It's not the first restaurant chain or ordering service to accept Bitcoin either. German takeaway giant Lieferando takes Bitcoin too, while Lightning Network will take your Bitcoin and route Domino's pizzas to you. Meanwhile, in France, food delivery app Just Eat is now accepting Bitcoin as payment for food deliveries from over 15,000 restaurants, some of which undoubtedly sell pizza. On the plus side, a pizza should only cost a tiny fraction of a Bitcoin now, so hopefully you won't feel any severe buyer's remorse a decade later. So guys, that's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you never miss any amazing videos from us.